I'd like to call this meeting. Now is the time for any concerned citizen of Jefferson to speak to the council on any item that is not on the agenda. Bill?
I just have a couple of questions. When I found out about this meeting, first of all, I wasn't planning on saying anything tonight, but I want to know why we're going to move $1.8 million for the water.
Bill, that's on the agenda. That item is on the agenda, so it can be discussed when it comes up on the agenda.
You're not going to discuss it now?
No, not during open forum.
We'll be able to discuss it then?
Yes. Larry?
My name's Larry Joy. I was here at the last meeting addressing issues with water drainage in our town. And I believe, Scott, you said you had somebody come to town to look at our problem.
You bet, yep.
Wondered if you had anything new to enlighten me with?
Well, nothing new to enlighten you with on that. Here's the status of everything. So we have a contractor in town who comes in to do sewer cleaning for us, does the sanitary sewer cleaning, and he's also going to work on the storm drains, especially in your area. That he's going to take a look at that. Been working exclusively on the sanitary stuff as of right now. So I asked for an update today, and it has been just exclusively sanitary so far. So they have not begun to work on anything in regards to the drainage district.
And the reason I'm here is because finally, as of last Sunday, my sump pump had finally quit raining, and we ain't had enough rain to justify my sump pump to be running until last Sunday. And then I'm also going to address that if this problem doesn't get fixed, then the snow that comes from around the square will be ceased going to the fairgrounds and across the street from my house, because the square is not my water district. I know it's snow, but it's going to turn into water. So if it isn't fixed before winter, you can't bring the snow from the square to a different water district. So that's all I got.
Thank you. Russ?
My name's Russ Gettler. I'm here to talk about the high property taxes in Greene County. Everyone I ever talked to, they all seem to agree, yeah, our taxes are out of control. In the last 10 years, Jefferson's population has dropped around 6%. The experts say reasonable growth in that time period should be about 26%. Counting inflation and what the population has done, well, Jefferson's drops will that hurt us. But to my astonishment, Jefferson's growth rate in those 10 years was 71%, 3 times what is recommended. Jefferson's budget has grown by $1 million in 10 years. Those numbers are facts. I'm not just making them up. We have heard complaints. I think my property taxes are high. I read there's 3 things that will draw people to your city. It's not a new school. It's not a new daycare. It's not a rec center. It's not a swimming pool or a splash pad. It's not even a city-owned golf course. They don't care about any of that. It's nice, but that's not what draws them. What draws them is a good police department. They want to feel safe to the city they moved into. They want a good street department. They want streets that are well-maintained. They can count on being snow-pushed when winter comes around. They want a good hospital, so if they're sick or injured, they got a place they can go to. And one last thing, I want you to remember, you guys sitting at this table, you were elected or hired to be good stewards of our tax dollars. You need to ask yourself, when someone presents a new idea to you, is this a want or is it a need? It's okay to say no. You don't have to say yes to everything that comes along. That's all I have to say at this time. Thank you.
Thank you. Margaret? Cindy?
My name is Cindy Wise. I've been researching TIF because it was all new to me until I started coming to city council meetings, which I'm sure it might have been new to all of you before you were on the city council. And I think a lot of citizens in Jefferson never heard of it until of recent months. But I have been researching it, and so I want to read a quote from Iowans for Tax Relief about TIF. It says here, "Unfortunately, property tax incentives, including TIF, haven't created economic growth. Iowa's Department of Revenue analyzed TIF activity in the state over the course of 15 years and concluded that TIF likely leads to no net employment or wage gains when measured for entire local economies. A series of national studies examining 50 years of property tax incentives similarly found little evidence of economic benefits." And there's much more to this that I may share in the weeks ahead, but I at least wanted to start here. Thank you.
Thank you. On to the consent items.
Move to approve.
Second.
Aaronholtz,
Aye.
Jackson,
Aye.
Sloan,
Aye.
Weetrick,
Aye.
Somali.
Aye.
Under new business, item A. It has been the ideas of our legal attorneys to table this motion, or table this resolution.
Could you read the resolution, please?
The resolution is authorizing internal advance for funding of urban renewal projects in the city Jefferson urban renewal area. And I believe it's the council's decision whether to table it or not. Motion?
So we need to move to table it.
Move to table it.
And that comes from our legal,
Yes.
I move to table item A.
Second.
Somali,
Aye.
Weetrick,
Aye.
Sloan,
Aye.
Jackson,
Aye.
Aaronholtz.
Aye.
Item B is resolution authorizing internal advance for funding for urban renewal projects in the 2025 Jefferson redevelopment urban renewal area. It's been recommended that that the council tables this action.
Move to table B.
Second.
Jackson,
Aye.
Aaronholtz,
Aye.
Somali,
Aye.
Weetrick,
Aye.
Sloan.
Aye.
Item C is AC replacement at the rec center.
This would be a proposal then for replacement of the air conditioner. Nathan's here to address that, I believe. Talk about the quotes.
All right. Yeah, the rec center is in need of 2 AC units, one above the gym and then one above the weight room area. And then we were going to, there's actually 2 of them for the gym. They were both put in 2011. So we figured while we have the crane, we might as well replace that one. I would say the crane cost is, will probably come up in the near future as well. We received 3 quotes for that, the lowest being from Motor, out of Fort Dodge, for a little over $79,000. So we would, the HES fund has granted us, or will let us use $20,000 out of that fund, and then the remaining will come out of our PACE fund.
What kind of time frame were you looking at for that, Nathan?
They're reading units and they have them at their shop, so whenever they can get to it, there's really no lead time.
Wondering if that same crane could be the crane that the county would be using for the timing of it, maybe when they're working on their HVAC and then the bell tower being worked on too. So something to maybe reach out to them and check on timing, and if the same crane can work for the rec center, share some costs perhaps.
Yeah, sure.
Are there any anticipated change orders with this project, or is this bid solid on it?
Should be pretty solid. Has all, I mean, in the bid, it had all the components that are needed.
Move to approve.
Second.
Sloan,
Abstain.
Aaronholtz,
Aye.
Samalik,
Aye.
Jackson,
Aye.
Weitrick.
Aye.
Item D is a resolution approving the grant of utility easement to Alliant Energy.
We'd received a request from Alliant Energy for some utility easements, very small utility easements. So the first one is an area down at the wastewater treatment plant. We ended up with a new transformer down there associated with the project, so it's in a different position. So this would just give easement to the place where the transformer is sitting right now. The other one, also a small area, is down at Davendeck Park. And this, again, would just be the area needed to set a pad mount transformer. This pad mount transformer then serving the new restroom facility going in down there.
Second.
Weitrick,
Aye.
Sloan,
Aye.
Jackson,
Aye.
Aaronholtz,
Aye.
Samalik.
Item E is the GCDC report. Greg? Or Scott?
All right, well, thanks, everybody, and as I was up here last time and reported on, we've had lots of conversations, lots of hours of meetings, and as you probably recently read, that we decided to go with the Alliance Group here, and so tonight I'm happy and excited to introduce Greg Picklap as our Executive Director, so he'll proceed from here, so thank you.
I'm going to adjust this a little lower. Good evening. My name is Greg Picklap. I am the new Executive Director of GCDC. In my role in what we call the Alliance or area, the Ames Regional Economic Alliance, we now cover 4 counties total, including Greene County, Boone County, Story County, and Hamilton County. We work with economic development partners in the private and public sectors, city governments and county governments, elected officials like yourselves across all aspects of economic development. So I am here to introduce myself and show you a little taste of what's to come, but also to give you a little short update in the 3 weeks I've been on the job officially, and then go from there too. So pass this around real quick. So what is area? Area is what used to be called the Ames Chamber of Commerce. We were a typical Chamber of Commerce, started in 1939. And what we found in the past 25 years especially has been that our organization has grown to meet what is now called economic development now across all sectors. So Chamber of Commerces across the country are shifting to economic development, and they're finding that Chamber of Commerces have to adapt with the times. And our role is shifting to economic development, not just in Ames, but also eventually slowly expanded around Ames to Nevada, Huxley, Story City, then all of Story County, then the city of Boone, then Boone County, and then Hamilton County last year, and now yourselves in Greene County as well. We are excited to be here. My role as the executive director is working for you as elected officials, the county supervisors, and GCDC board members. We provide the muscle, but you provide the brain. And really, my goal here is to advocate and to execute the programs that you set in place. I've already started meetings. Yesterday, we had a tour of us from our area organization touring Greene County. We were bouncing around from Jefferson to Scranton to Cherdan to Peyton to back down again, even stopped at Ballfield and Rippey. And it really is a beautiful community and county you have here. So I can help you from economic development to new manufacturing and to downtown with Matt, to workforce in Jordan, to Peyton, to anywhere else that needs me. I'm here to help them as well. We are connected to both state, regional, and national economic development organizations. So it's not just the 18 members in the alliance or area organization you are getting with this new partnership. It is all of us together. And I will leave it at that to open it up for questions. Did I impress you that much?
Oh, boy, there you go.
Well, we've heard quite a bit over the...
I know. Scott and Michelle have been fantastic advocates for us. For those, my personal information, I am a fourth generation Iowan. I live in Boone, have been all my life. Married my high school sweetheart, got her early, refused to let her go, even though she had buyer's remorse. We have three kids, 2 daughters, a middle school son, a high school daughter, and also a sophomore in college. So my roots in Iowa run deep, and I have been right next door all my life. So I am not going anywhere. If I can help you in any way, please let me know. I'm going to be handing out my business cards to you directly, and then also as well, I plan to get plugged in as soon as possible. I've been doing that for the past 3 weeks almost, and I have not even scratched the surface. But I cannot tell you how excited I am being out at Bauer yesterday, American yesterday, Jefferson, walking Main Street. There's just so much you've already done here, and we just want to help you build even more. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm not done. Where's the money that the city's gonna give you go? Does it stay in Greene County? Is it going to Boone, or is it going to Story County? Where does it go?
Are you referring to the contract fee?
To the GCDC, where's that money going?
GCDC signed a contract with area for me to be in Greene County. So I do 2 different aspects. I do economic development for Greene County, GCDC, City of Jefferson, and surrounding communities. But I also do government policy. So I lead our delegation out to Washington every year. I work with our state and federal officials on economic development projects, transportation projects. Ames Airport just is going to receive some news on some federal funding. I advocate for that as well. That is my role for economic development. So my job is not to advocate for Boone economic development, even though I live there. My job is to advocate for Greene County economic development. So if I'm in Peyton leading Senator Grassley on a tour of the facility, that's advocating Greene County economic development. If I'm advocating for a new manufacturer to get here through a lead through IEDA and Debbie Durham's office, my role in the office is to pull it away from anyone else in the office that might want it and get it in Greene County. Sometimes I don't play fair. Some of my coworkers will tell you that I'm very, very passionate. My previous role was Rural Economic Development Outreach Director for Story County. I didn't do any economic development in Ames, Nevada, Story City, Huxley. My roles were Gilbert, Zering, Colo, Maxwell, Cambridge, those surrounding communities. So I have been doing economic development for 15 years, and my previous experience stretches back to when I was a city council member for my community in Boone. I did 12 years as a city council member from economic development to sanitary sewer to water to transportation projects to employee benefits, everything. So I am very well versed in local economic development and the tools that come with it. But to answer your question, my job is here.
And what do you notice that is different between Greene County, Boone, and Story County?
Well, I'll say this, even though it's on public record, you're better at sports than we are. You play us on Friday, and I look forward to that game, but I see opportunity here. I see an eagerness to move forward. People always ask, how do we choose where the projects land? What we do is the area and the alliance is we inventory all your commercial economic development opportunities. We put it on the online system so everyone that comes to our organization has a pick of it, and then we say, does this have the water? Does this have the sewer? Does this have the workforce? Does this have the transportation facilities? Do they need air facilities? Do they need rail facilities? Process of elimination right there. Daisy Project in Boone is a great example. That project has very set criteria that only fit in Boone. And then we work with the city, the county, and state officials and Debbie Durham's office to land that project in Boone. It's a Texas company. They haven't built outside of Texas. That was the first location they ever built outside of Texas, was right in our area. And the best part is that regional economic development helps everybody in our region in the Highway 30 corridor. Our labor shed from my community of Boone stretches from Greene County all the way to Marshalltown. Same goes for you here in your labor shed that we helped with. I know Matt and Jefferson Matters helping with the labor shed update as well. It's going to show you that the workforce from Jefferson goes from Perry to Grimes to Des Moines, all the way up here, works in Iowa State, works here, transports west to Denison, but you live here. And I am not a great proponent of cheese and silos or smokestacks. I want people to live in Jefferson and Greene County. I want people to work in Greene County, but if they work at Iowa State, they still call Greene County home. They still live here, the kids are still here, they're still here. So that's economic development to me as well.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much for your time.
Under reports.
Motion for the money.
Oh, yeah.
I'd move to approve the quarterly funding.
Second.
Zamalik? Weetrick?
Aye.
Sloan?
No.
Jackson?
Aye.
Aaron Holtz?
Aye.
Under reports, Jim.
Greenwood project, we are continuing to work on the financial analysis and hoping to be wrapping that up here in the next few weeks. Wastewater treatment plant, finishing up a few things there. Progress meeting tomorrow. It's a virtual meeting with the contractor and engineer and stuff. So we'll get some updates on some things then. We also are planning, I don't know if Scott was going to talk about this, but we do have an open house plan for Friday, September 12th at 9:30, starting out with Java and Juice at the Kelso Park Shelter, and then moving into some small group plant tours for anybody that is interested. So, and then Westwood Sidewalk Project, just to refresh everyone's memories, that's sidewalk that goes from the hospital on West Lincoln Way around to the curve to Westwood, then Westwood up to Grimmel, and then across to Grimmel to back to Lincoln Way. We are looking at having a public information open house at the Abundant Life Church on Tuesday, September 30th from 7 to 8:30. And we will be sending out mailers to residents along there and then posting flyers also for that. And that's all I have.
Roxanne.
No report.
Fred.
Legal has no report. Scott?
Couple things for you. First of all, I handed out a paper copy of the personnel policy. Okay, so we've had a employees committee, and Councilor Zamalik had been working on this policy update for a significant time. And then it's also been sitting in legal review for quite some time. So it is now ready. It had been presented to Personnel Committee, and now would be ready to come to the City Council. So I gave you a copy of that now because it'll be on the agenda for next time. So you got 2 full weeks to read and study and ask any questions that you might have on what is a significant policy. A couple other things about utilizing the services of a planning consultant. Again, 2 years ago, we had brought Pat Callahan in to help us out with our goal setting and our strategic planning. And a lot of good things came out of that plan. Okay, and we would propose that we would do this again. We'd have Pat come in and facilitate a planning session with us again. So this would occur after the election, so it'd be sometime likely in mid-November. So, you know, whomever the council members are would be involved in this new planning session then. So, again, we would propose that we're going to use Pat Callahan for that. Pat's fee is $1,300, which is just very, very reasonable as far as those types of services go. What'll happen is the planning would occur like it did last time. He'll be here for 1 day. We do an afternoon session with staff, and then do an evening session then with the elected officials. So we'll get that set up sometime in November. Also, some little discussion about that Alliant property, and this would be south of Jefferson Telecom, or directly across the street east from the middle school project. That we've been talking with Alliant about having the city acquire that property largely to be used as available property, but also as parking lot, be used as some parking space. There's a grant, a rural innovation grant, that I would be applying for to seek some funding to assist in the purchase of that property. So that grant's due at the end of the month, and we continue to work towards that. And speaking of the middle school, yet tonight, right now, everybody's invited down to the middle school for an open house. A little update about the construction that's going on down there. So everybody certainly is welcome, and I hope that after the council meeting, maybe we can get a group of the mayor and council, we'll go over there and take a look. So again, it's open to the public too, so anybody interested in seeing what that project is going to be and really where they're at with construction right now, it's open to the public. It'd be from 5:30 till 7:30 tonight.
Mark, anything? Harry?
No report.
Matt?
Most of the park and rec stuff has been discussed already, but the pool is open for adult swim the rest of the week, and then Saturday will be their final day, but just the doggy swim, the doggy dip that day. So that's it.
Chad?
No report. I don't know did they ever get anyone to fix the roof at the fire station, or is it, anybody been contracted to do that yet, or?
Nothing's been done.
Okay.
Pat? Jared?
No report.
I have no report. We're adjourned.